Konversationz with Kizzy.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Hey, it's your girl Kizzy. Guess what? We gonna have a time tonight. Welcome back. It's Tuesday. Let me look. Y'all know I gotta go make sure my hashtags and all that other stuff show up. Tonight we are streaming on all platforms: YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Yeah, my grandbaby. She, I tried to put her at her little Mickey Mouse table to eat, but what had happened was she wanted a pigtail to go with her green beans, so she had to eat that back here. I don't know. Hey, get your plate and go put it in the kitchen for Nana. So Cowboy, I don't get it. She want to pop. I ain't got time. If the dog eat her food, I ain't giving her no more. How about that? Anyway, welcome back to Tuesday night. Let me go over here and do what I need to do to this thing over here. That's what I hear. I was like, why do I hear stuff playing? Anyway, it's Tuesday, June the 3rd. I can't see nothing. Let me put my glasses on, y'all. But these ain't even my glasses. These are my daddy glasses, but I'm finna put them on my face. It's June 3rd, 2025. It's Tuesday. It's 7 p.m. and it's going down tonight. Go put it in the kitchen on the counter. Be careful, okay? Thank you. Y'all, she a whole mess. A whole mess. I don't know where my glasses at. Oh, two pair right here in front of me, but I like to wear my daddy glasses. They tend to, I'm able to see a little bit better with these, which is hilarious to me. It's the first Tuesday of the month, so y'all know what that means. That means the Prince of the South is in the building tonight. We have a special guest, kinda. We pre-recorded his uh his interview so that we could air it tonight. So we're going to air his interview. Hold on, y'all. I gotta make sure all these tags are like they supposed to be. And they not because I don't start on Facebook. I'm streaming. Anyway, there we go. Now everything is as it should be. Save. There we go. Let me get back over here. Anyway, happy Tuesday, y'all. Look, I just finished eating, so I had some mashed potatoes, some oxtails and gravy, and some green beans. And I feel like I got food on my neck, and it won't come off. Like I don't know what that is. Don't worry about it. We in here. All right, so y'all know Justice sitting over there waiting. So I'm gonna bring Chester in, and we gonna let y'all watch this interview. I'm gonna ask Chester what he think, and then me and Chester gonna talk about whatever we want to talk about. Cause he wasn't here the first Tuesday of the month, but he here today, and so I don't want to take. What are you doing? Come say hi, and then go away. You got to get up here and say hi. All right, now go on with your big head. I love you the mostest. Child, people can't never do what they supposed to do. So with no further ado, y'all welcome back to the Backstreet TV series Takeover. We are still promoting Backstreet. Our special guest today was or is Horace Tidwell. He plays Kane, which is another one of the main characters in the show. But before we play that for y'all, let's get Chester in the room. Go ahead and get Chester in the room.
What's
Hey
up?
there.
What's up, girl? What's up, family? How you
What's going
doing?
on with that hyper green background over there?
Well, I had to bring some peace on the streets colors. So yes, I had to do my little lime green and my green and all that good stuff. How you been?
I'm, I'm good. I'm good. I guess I've been good. I've been tickled to death.
Uh,
Hold on. Tap in and see Horace's interview. Horace's interview is pre-recorded, so we're gonna go ahead and get that out the way.
awesome, awesome,
But
awesome.
we're gonna go ahead and get this out the way, and that'll also give you an opportunity to see how I've been doing them since April 22nd,
Okay.
and so the last one is next week, and I'm being interviewed for my role.
Nice.
So
You got a
so
role in the movie too?
you didn't know that I was on this show?
I'm sure. I knew. I'm just messing with
You
you.
didn't know
I
that?
know. Hey, all this work you doing, I know they got to have a little spot in there for you somewhere.
I play an attorney, Angela Taylor. Um, you can definitely see me in season one. I'm in two of the episodes from season one. There's two of them. I mean, there's four episodes for season one, and I'm in two of them.
Nice.
The sneak peek that they just released, I'm in the sneak peek. Wasn't expecting that, but I
Mm,
am. And then, because I'm only around if they in trouble, honey.
okay.
So
Hey, ain't nothing like
they
having
ain't
an
really got to
attorney.
know they right. They ain't really got to know deep doo doo yet,
Okay.
but it's coming. Hold on, I got look. I had this whole thing queued up. I'm gonna start it from right here.
Backstreet Takeover. I
Yeah, this
love
is
it.
the Backstreet TV series saga continues. Um, it's they'll be able they can watch it real soon on Tubi, Amazon Prime, and a couple of other places. So let me go ahead and share this, and we're gonna go ahead and get this out the way.
Cause I know
I
you got some talking to do. I already know. You got that look
and
like you ready to do some talking.
look and do. Let me see. Let me share the entire screen. I pretty much like kicked it off like we were in the studio because I wasn't sure how I was going to cue it up, and I wasn't really worried about how I was going to cue it up.
Mm-hmm.
However, I know it's some Backstreet cast members out there. They came to watch this interview. I did Kane's interview actually on Friday at noon because he wasn't going to be able to make the 7 o'clock time frame tonight. So I went
Okay.
ahead and
Okay.
pre-recorded it, ran his interview just like I ran everybody else's. Ask I actually made questions up, Chester. Can you believe it? For like all their
What?
interviews.
I'm not
I'm not
surprised.
surprised.
I'm not
I'm not
surprised.
surprised. We got Renee in the house. That's the founder, producer, executive producer. That's his wife. She's the executive producer. That's his
What's
wife.
up, Renee?
So we got her in the house. So Kane is one of the main characters on the show. I can't wait for y'all to see season two. Let's go ahead and get this here interview rocking and rolling because me and Chester got some talking to do. All right, with no further ado, here's the interview from Kane, Horace Tidwell, and Backstreet.
Conversations with Kizzy.
I couldn't skip that part.
I know
Hey
that's
y'all,
right.
hey y'all, hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Kizzy. I'm coming to y'all with a pre-recorded session this time because I wanted to make sure that I get everybody from Backstreet that needed and wanted an interview in and done. I got on the same Tonight,
Mm-hmm.
pajamas, which is actually Friday, but by the time y'all see this, it'll be Tuesday. We have our special guest from Backstreet. The Backstreet Takeover saga continues. We just had the pre-screening this past Saturday, and today we have another main character that you guys have seen in season one that you will also see in season two. We have Horace Tidwell, who plays the character of Kane, and I'm super excited to have him with us. I'm glad that he made some time for me to pre-record this interview so I can bring it to you all and get his perspective and his answers and his input and how he feels about whatever it is that I'm about to ask him about. So I don't want to take up too much of his time. So with no further ado, I would like to introduce you all to the character Kane. Hey,
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Appreciate you having me on.
as I appreciate you making the time. I'm super excited. I don't know if you were at the pre-screening. I didn't see you.
No, man, I was in Mexico. I was in
I
Cancun.
I ain't mad about that either. You should have been there to see it. It was so good. I don't know if
Yes,
Cole.
man. I got a lot of feedback. I mean, people hit me up, DM me. Everybody told me everything went great.
It was so good. So I was super excited. I was like, yay. And of course, I'm on the content creation team, so I get to help with some of the writing and to see y'all bring it to life was amazing. So I'm super glad about that. Season two is looking good. So I got questions for you. You got answers for me. Let's get into
Yes,
it.
man. Let's go.
So what initially attracted you to the role of Kane in Backstreet? How did you get that particular role?
So the first time I met Cole, a partner of mine named John wrote me on Facebook, said, "Hey, this this production is looking for actors." So
Mm-hmm.
I reached out text Cove, say, hey, I'd like to be a part of y'all projects that y'all doing. So he hit me back, say, come on out. I was supposed to be a bad guy wearing a mask with a gun to somebody, and that was it. I was supposed to be done. I was supposed to be like a bodyguard, do one scene, and that's it. But somehow something happened. Everything brought me to where we at right now.
And that's
Everything
a good
happens
thing.
for a reason. I just tell you that. Everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely. So I'm glad that one thing led to another because you're doing good in your role. You haven't seen season 2 in its entirety, so you can't
Yes,
give away no
ma'am.
tidbits. So I don't have to worry about telling you like don't give up too much. You haven't seen it, so I don't have to worry. Everybody else who's been on since Saturday, I was like, don't
I
tell them too
know.
much. Don't tell them too
Tell
much.
me now. Tell me. Tell me. I want to know.
You better, hey, call Cole. Tell him you need to see it. He'll sit over there on the computer and let you watch it.
Yes, ma'am. That's a good idea. I need to do that. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yes, just like, hey, I
That's a
was,
good idea.
he knew you was out of the country, so I'm sure
Yes.
you're in the show and he wanted you to see it. But call him up and schedule a time for you to sit down and watch them episodes with him. That's what
Yes,
I
ma'am.
recommend. All right, so how did you prepare to embody Kane's personality and his motivation? Because you are definitely sitting here talking to you now are not Kane.
Yes. I love playing the opposite of who I really am.
Okay.
So that's the easy part. So I go watch all villains from old movies. I go watch all villains, watch all bad guys, look at their face reaction and see how they act and all that. That's how I learned to be a bad guy. I love being a bad guy. I love it.
Okay. Because let me guess, because you're not a bad guy in real life.
Yes, ma'am. I'm nothing like how I am on camera. I'm the totally opposite. I'm a big old teddy bear, they say.
That's what they say, huh? You got one of them buttons like I do. Don't press the button. All right,
Yes, ma'am.
so if any aspects of Kane's characters, if there's any, do you relate to any of the characteristics from Kane's, those I can't even talk today. What aspects of Kane's character do you personally relate to, if any?
Ooh, I don't relate to nothing. We are the totally opposite. We are the totally opposite.
Ain't nothing wrong with
All I
that.
know that when I want to get into a character, I can block everything out because I'm being somebody. Because I put all my life stuff to the side to become somebody. So I get the real snap. I can go into mode right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first of the month. Just like this. And then I can get right back to my feel good moment. Because for me, stand out. I want my scene, every scene I do, I want it to stand out. Instead of me saying, oh, it's the first of the month, you got to pay me more. No, man, bring it up a little notch. So to make the audience feel it. For me, I want the audience to feel me every scene. I want to be felt every time I'm on that screen. So by the time the show over, everybody hates me. That is my goal, for everybody to hate me after everybody leaves. I want everybody like, what Kane at? What Kane at? Then I know I did my job.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I gotta say about that. But was there a particular scene or a moment that challenged you the most as an actor?
From BACKSTREET?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, yelling at the old lady. I don't yell at my elders. I'm very respectful. That's the one.
It's like you felt bad.
Yes, I felt bad. Anytime I do a scene, I would tell the person, "You good? I apologize. I'm sorry. You good?" No, I do that every time. I always apologize after my scene, cause I don't know. That's just how I am.
I know exactly
that was the hardest part, yelling at that old lady.
I know exactly what part you're talking about. So we gonna just leave it at that, because I was like, oh. So yeah, you. That's all I would say about that. All right, so Kane seems to be a complex character. How do you see his evolution throughout the series?
Oh, he gonna have the whole city on lock.
Okay, you say he gonna have a whole
for everything.
All right,
I don't want it all.
All right, we're gonna leave it at that because see, I done seen it, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. So y'all, he gonna have the whole
Yeah.
city on lock. That's how he sees his character Kane evolving. So what is it like working with Backstreet cast and the crew? Any memorable moments behind the scenes or anything like
Oh,
that?
it's a family. I have fun every time on scene, even with the scenes that I'm not in. I still
Mm-hmm.
show up if I could. Well, season one, I almost showed up to every scene because I had way more time than I did for season two. I ain't had that much time in season two to be on everybody's scene, but I love supporting. I love going out there watching and learning. It's all about learning. I learn something new every time on set. I don't mind. I don't mind sitting in the background just watching everything. I don't mind being a mic dude or holding the mic or holding the sound and all that. I love
Okay.
learning. I learn every time I be on the set. And then Backstreet, that's a big old family. There's no egos. There's no egos out there. We all here
Yeah.
for the same goal. We all got the same goal, and that's to entertain the audience. That's the main
Yeah.
goal. That's what I
Yeah.
love
Because
about it.
I just love the fact that my role was written for me. I don't know why my cousin thought that I would be such a great attorney. Probably because I turn it on and off, and I work in corporate America, and so I'm just myself on scene. However, I do enjoy watching everybody else. I do enjoy
Yeah,
watching everybody.
me too. Me too.
I do enjoy watching everybody else. And my scenes at this point have not been with, it's only been with Q because I'm his attorney and I'm bringing info. So my scenes have been very, very small, but I'm enjoying interviewing everybody else on my podcast. So I'm getting to know y'all, even though I'm sitting in the content creation team and I'm writing y'all scripts with the rest of the team. I Cole didn't ask me to do this. This is my platform. I wanted to. This was my
Yes.
way of promoting Backstreet. Me and Cove are first cousins, not second, not third, first.
Okay.
I'm
Cole
I'm
got a
his
lot of cousins. He has a lot of cousins. That bloodline deep. Everybody
so
tell me I'm his cousin. I'm his cousin.
well, I can tell you that there is probably about 74 first cousins just on my grandma's side, just from me and Cove. So we do have a very large family, and that's just from Perlame, our grandma. So we do have there's about 73, 74 first cousins just from that. So we are a large family. And when shooting and everything started, because Cole been working on this before season one. Like there's probably old scenes that he's recorded that I'm in from like
Oh
5 years
yes.
ago.
Yes.
So he's been building and perfecting is what I like to call it for quite some time. So for like I don't did you go to the first pre-screening?
Oh yeah, I was there for the
Okay.
first one.
That's what I thought so. So I've seen you in passing. I listen, I don't remember the details, but I remember that night. So you already got that feeling of what it feels like to see yourself on the big screen. And you may have acted. Did you
Yes,
act
man.
before Backstreet?
Oh yes, man. I have a catalog. Yes, man.
Okay, so you already know what it feels like to sit there and see
Yes,
yourself up
man.
there on the screen. So it was I I work in front of people. I'm a corporate vendor, so I'm always in front of people, but never on the screen like that. So it was surreal for me. This time I was cool because I knew what to expect. But for a lot of the new characters, it was a moment for them, and I'm glad that I got to ask them about that and how they felt about
Of
that.
course, of
But
course, of course. Yes.
right. So are there any unique techniques that you use to bring Kane to life on screen since he is the complete opposite of you?
Like I said, I watch villain movies. So like Debo, I watch Debo. Anybody who's a villain, I would Google them. And it's crazy because there is a wrestler named Mark Henry, and he
Hmm.
always kept that mean look. And I really focused on him. Really, that's who it
Okay.
was. That really got me over to being a bad person with that look. Everybody say I'm already mean mugging. So now for me to go on camera to mean mug, that ain't nothing. I can switch it just like that.
Good deal. I can't wait for us to start working on season 3. I cannot
I
wait
know.
because they
And
have
see,
so
look, that's the
many.
best thing. We doing it right here in Ocala. We ain't got to travel. I ain't got to go to Georgia. I ain't got to. You don't have to go to California, New York. We do it right here in Ocala. Man,
Yeah.
ain't nothing topping this. Ain't nothing topping this.
Nothing. It's like, well, I travel for a living, so I have to wait till I come back because I'm always gone. So it's okay. But if you could give Kane one piece of advice, what would it be?
Respect yourself and respect your surroundings. Man, he hard headed. Man, hard headed. He don't care. Respect yourself. Respect your surroundings.
Okay. All right.
Look, every bully has a bully.
Every
So
bully
you can
has
be
a
around here
bully.
bullying people. Every bully has a bully.
Yes,
So
they
you gonna
do.
wind up meeting that one bully you don't want to meet.
I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna just shrug my shoulders. I'm just gonna leave it in that. Yeah, there's always a bully for the bully. You might be a bully, but there's gonna be somebody that does come along and bully you. So, how has betraying Kane influenced your approach to acting or shaped your future roles or any roles that you might do?
Oh, repetition. This helped me stay fresh, help me, stay focused, and then help me still want it. Cause I still want this. Acting is my passion. I'm not here chasing for no fame. I ain't looking for no fame, no money. No, none of that matters to my passion. So
Right.
once you love something, you all in. It don't matter what the outcome is. And I love this. I truly, truly love this.
I understand that. I act every day on my day job. I act every time that I'm on this podcast. So I literally have to act because I'm a corporate trainer. I do all things learning and development, and I can't necessarily go in there and be Kizzy. I have to go in there and be Lakisa or Elle. So it's all a facade and a show for me.
It's still repetition. You still getting your acting skills down.
I still have to go get it in. So I tend to that happens on a minute.
I can be with the man too. I love open up, love laugh. I love all that.
So I literally never script my shows, but for y'all interviews, I sat down and created questions to ask y'all so that the audience, the people who are watching, will be more interested in what it is that they do. The last interview that I did was with Biddy and Miles, and honey, wow.
Oh yeah, it was cut. I seen her. She was cutting up. She came in cutting up. That's her 24/7.
I know. I've known her all of her life, but that's what she was like. Oh, I feel bad. I was like, honey, that's my show. You can say what you want to on my show. It's okay. Generally, I'm cussing, but I'm more serious for y'all. And that's the truth. I'm like, we talk about relationships over here, and sometimes they get a little heated. So I'm like, don't worry about that. All that did was promote your character, promote what you stand for in the show, and it's been the highest watched interview since I did these interviews for BACKSTREET. So, honey, you did what you're supposed to do. You acted a fool on accident, and that's okay. And I'm like, and we gonna have you back. So I was like, since we gonna have you back, don't you worry about that. And if you can come back and do whatever, hey, I was being good. So I was like, it's all right. But that out of all the interviews, hers has been hers and Miles have been the most watched. So I was like, nah, it did what it was supposed to do. So that's fine. You came in like your character was. So we want them to go over and watch BACKSTREET so they can get a little bit more of that. So it was perfect for me, and I had such a good time. All right, so what can fans expect from Kane in any upcoming events? Any surprises in store? And since I already know this answer, I'm gonna just let you answer from a bird's eye view.
What's next for Kane? Well, since everybody done seen it, right? So now we can talk about the show, or no?
No, we've only seen it. Only the cast have seen it. The public has not seen it. Yeah, the public hasn't seen it.
So the one that being there. All right. So this season, Kane is gonna step it up a little bit. He's gonna try to step into a more leadership role, the head man role, It's a club scene. I love the club scene. Cause that club scene, that's one of my favorites. So Kane bossing up, man. Kane bossing up to another level.
All right, so I am looking forward to everybody seeing season 2. Thank you, Mr. Tidwell, for stopping by and doing this pre-recording because I wanted to make sure. Cove told me for real, he was like, see if you can get Horace. And I'm like, who is Horace? And he was like, Kane. I was like, oh yeah, I kind of need him to do it. So that's why I was like, hey, What's
Yes,
up?
man. I
So,
apologize. My work schedule, and I coach football now too, so I had the time, so I fit it in while I'm on break. Now I'm gonna go back to work.
I'm not even mad about it. Like I told you, this was gonna take maybe 15 to 20 minutes. It
Yes,
is
ma'am. Yes,
pre-recorded.
ma'am.
It
Everything
will
good.
it will air on Tuesday. So thank you. I appreciate it. I'm always willing to make time for anybody that wants to come in and share my platform. It is and always an open door. So thank you so much for taking the time. Horace for coming in. He plays the character Kane in Backstreet, the series. Season 2 is coming. Hey, that
Hey.
was our interview from
Nice.
Backstreet.
That was really good. Great job, girl. I mean, man,
Girl,
that's great.
thank
And
you. I'll be asking questions. I
yeah,
told you I got serious with them.
yes. I just want you to know and throw it out there. I was in the movie, so I do some acting. So just in case they need another character, and I'm a character too. So I'm just letting you know.
Renee,
Hey, cuz, where cuz at? What's up, cuz? You need a
his wife is
business
in here.
business owner that y'all trying to extort. I'm just saying. I'm right too. I'm serious
All
about
right.
that. I like a movie.
Listen,
I was in a movie
next,
called The Witness Protection Program.
I've seen that movie. What did you do in that movie?
I was a
I don't
driver.
remember you.
I was a driver for two crime bosses, and they set
Oh,
me up. You know what I'm saying? The
I'm gonna have to
feds
go
set
back
me up.
and watch it.
Huh?
I'm gonna have to go watch it. I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to go watch
it's
it.
on Tuba. You can look it up. The Witness
Oh, wait a
Protection
minute, wait a minute.
Program.
Wait a minute. It's on what?
Tuba. There you
Tubi.
go. Tubi. You know what I'm saying?
Let's
Yeah.
get some of these comments. Horace apparently is at the end of the Spider-Man movie. Which one is he at the end of? Thank you, Tony. She said it was a great interview.
It
And
was.
Blue says he did that because I didn't like him. Right. That's all I'm gonna say is right. That's the abuela. She's also in the show.
That's how
So
you know
guys,
you
she's
got
the
a good
grandmother.
character. When people don't like you, you did your job.
Aaliyah, go away. I don't know what she doing. Right. So I had to get Kane on because he is one of those people in the show that people are not gonna like. Abuela
Sweet.
Blue she plays the abuela for the Perez family. She's also in the show. Tony is also in the show. She got yelled at.
What's up,
we just
Tony?
gonna leave it. We just gonna leave it at that. Renee is my cousin's wife.
All
So
right, Renee.
he said he want look. He talking about he act. He done been in a couple of movies. So next time we get a casting call for
Hey,
something, there you go. I will let you know.
please do.
Back Backstreet cast members, thank y'all for tuning in. That we got one more of these interviews to do. It is next week. They'll be interviewing me, Angela Taylor. I'm gonna have a special guest from Living My Truth with Shawnee come in and interview me. Just cause honey, I want to make sure that she comfortable in this type of chair. So when she get her thing up, she good to go. So I'm gonna have her come in and interview me. That's why I asked you, Chester. But
That's all
you
right.
already
That's good.
you already on the radio. You've been on the radio for years. You don't need no practice.
No,
So
ma'am. I'm
so
ready.
exactly. So I'm gonna let Shawnee come in and do it for me next Tuesday. And that is going to wrap up the Backstreet Takeover interviews. Maybe. Because I'm gonna take the rest of June off from podcasting because it's my birthday the last of the month. And then the week before that, I gotta go to California. So I'm gonna just take the rest of June off so I can just enjoy my time.
Also, and
What
you need
happened?
it. You've been putting in a lot of work. So I hope you enjoy your time off. And I guess I'll be seeing you in July.
What's happened? You okay? She don't want to go. Leave her alone. I don't know what they doing to her, but she was scared. She came to run to her nana because she know nana gonna save her. Get out of
Right.
here. But I ain't got time to be fooled up with them right now. So I do. I don't think people that some people think, oh, you be behind a computer all day. What you be doing? You would be amazed. You would be amazed.
Oh.
Let's see what happened. He did that because I didn't like him. I really don't like. Tony said she
Wow,
really
Tony.
don't
He
like.
must did an excellent job.
We know why you don't like it, but they're gonna have to see. Happy early birthday. Thank you. I celebrate the whole month, and June has been going pretty good so far. All right, it's 7:30 on the dot. Backstreet cast members, thank y'all for tuning in. Please stay if you will. We got 30 more minutes to show. It is the first Tuesday of the month where my guest host is the Prince of the South, Chester Moore from Peace on the Streets Radio. He in the building.
And it's always an honor to be on your show. And your show is blowing up, girl, and I am glad to be a part of it. I remember when you first started, and we talked about it. You asked me a few questions, and girl, I am so proud of you and what you're doing. And I already know you're gonna do a great job. You're a killer. You ain't playing no game.
No, when I set my mind to something, I figure out how to do it because I was like, okay, we got to make this look right. We got to make this look pretty. We can't just be on here. But listen, I'm so tickled, right? Because I did the pre-recording Friday, so I in these pajamas Friday afternoon, and I played the video. I was like, well, dang, I got on the same pajamas, but it's okay. They clean. They got washed. Okay.
All right. Well, it really made the interview look good. I mean, it really made it look like you did the interview today. That's what I saw.
Which is why I popped myself out and let the interview keep going. And then put myself back. And I was like, oh, the only thing is this hairdo fresh. It's new. But,
all right.
But other than that, that's why that's why I popped myself out. Because I was like, oh, they won't even know. But I'm gonna get on here and tell them, but because I don't care. But anyway, I'm looking at the Instagram. It looked crazy over there, but I ain't gonna worry about it. They'll figure that out. Yeah, the last 30 minutes of this is ours. So we know I always got something to talk about.
Yes, Lord.
Y'all, I have been living my best life. I've been enjoying myself and the fellas.
And oh boy. Oh boy.
We didn't have a couple of scenarios take place. All right, so last week, not this past weekend, but the weekend before was the pre-screening for Backstreet, where they held the pre-screening at the theater downtown Ocala for the cast members to go in and sit and watch all the episodes back to back. And we sat there for over 3 hours with no complaints and watched every episode for season 2. Sweet. And I wasn't by myself. I had a date, right? So I had a date. And I don't know if y'all saw the pictures or not, but I did. I took some pictures next to his car, which just so happens to be a Maserati. And like I tell y'all, I've been having lots of fun, big fun.
Marvin's Day. You
know. Somebody, one of my other little friends, called me up with a straight attitude. I can't compete with no man with no Maserati. I gave him the best advice I could. Then don't.
Right.
Why are you trying to compete with somebody over there? So y'all, I have been having a time. I just been collecting tips and tags. You pulled it off flawlessly. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, Tony. She's talking about me popping myself back in and popping back out. I never left the room. I just moved myself out of the studio so you could just be y'all three, which me is one of the three.
Right.
And so I don't know. He's in an uproar because apparently he can't afford me. I just advise that he get his weight up.
Another job. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But is it always is it about the money?
He made it about
the treatment.
He made it about the money. I guess he feel like I can't treat you as good as that person can treat you because they have more money. But I'm like, I don't ask for anything over the top or extreme, but I do realize that you don't do what he does.
Work your hand. I mean, bro, ain't the sense of getting upset. Work the hand that you got. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes a person would appreciate, say, oh, look at him.
And then he you know what? Funny enough, I have found out that there are a lot of men who are actually insecure.
Right.
Because this same person, look, if I'm dating, I'm dating. There is no secrets when I'm dating. You know I'm dating somebody else. If I'm dating somebody else, if we're not in a committed relationship, I date them all.
Right.
I'm gonna let you take me out. I'm gonna let you take me here. I'm gonna let you take me there. We gonna hang out, go shoot pool. We gonna watch a movie. You gonna
Right.
cook dinner, or I'm dating. So he kept carrying on about the lunatic. We all know who the lunatic is. The
Yes,
lunatic.
sir.
We
Good and
already.
crazy. I call him good and crazy.
He always want to ask me about the lunatic, and I'd be like, "You worry about the wrong dude. The
Right.
lunatic isn't an issue. He just calls a lot. He still calls a lot. The lunatic ain't an issue. You worry about the wrong dude." This is before I went to the pre-screening. So when we went to the pre-screening, I was live. So I didn't realize this, but I gave Renee my phone, and me and dude took pictures on the
All
red
right.
carpet. So first, it was an uproar about the dude and the Maserati. And then I'm like, yeah, but we hung out. I needed a date. I wanted to pop out and show it.
Right.
I wanted to pull up and be nice. So why
In a
not?
Maserati.
Right. Why not? And
Right.
so why not pull up? Right.
Right.
So this person all in the uproar about the lunatic. Then he saw the Maserati. And then like I went and hung out. Apparently I'd have been taken off the market. So that's a whole nother topic. But
Damn. The Maserati done pulled you off?
no,
Oh, okay.
my other friend.
What the hell? Wait a minute, Kizzy.
Big
Kizzy.
pimping, grabbing G.
Damn. How many friends you got?
Okay.
Well, I guess you say ain't no ring on it.
Well, you know what? Tony said it best. Until you say I do, don't worry about it. Don't worry about eggs. I do. A little advice for the fellas.
Tony, stop it.
You ain't wrong, cuz. You ain't
Yes,
wrong.
you.
No, how? If y'all do it, it's okay if we do it. It's okay if y'all do it, but it's the problem when we do it.
I thought you said I'm a lady. I mean,
I
whatever.
am. I want to be pampered and catered to and spoiled to. And if there's going to be a basket full of eggs that are going to hatch for me, why would
Yes.
I not?
But then but that's why you run into the lunatic. I mean, you know what I'm just
No, no,
saying?
no. Because I'm trying to tell you, I cleared the table for my new friend. I cleared the table. So I cleared the table. So then, I mean, I have to admit, this dude that I'm just sitting back to see what color the wall gonna be. He has been at it
He
for
worked.
a long time,
Okay. That's all right.
years. And we had some interactions before, and I was just like, yeah, but it was like, yeah, it was 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 15, however long it was, because I don't remember.
Back down memory lane, huh?
And I was like, let me see what this man talking about.
Right.
So I saw what the man was talking about, and we had a
Uh-oh.
conversation. And he was like, and I need clarification, because if you don't give me clarification of what we're doing, you're
Right.
gonna be mad at me. I was like, so are we dating or are we dating exclusively? He looked at me and was like, what? Actually, he said what? I said, so if we're dating, in my mind, we're dating. I can date who I want to date. That man said, no. Oh, no, no, no. You can only date me. Okay, so you
Uh-oh.
want to date exclusively. All
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
I ain't got no gripes with that. All I can say is don't fuck it up.
Okay.
That's all
Right.
I can say. I ain't got no gripes with that. So I had to tell. I still got two people I need to tell. go
Jesus.
Going on about their business. One of those people, I I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I understand that you wanted to make a relationship, but you need. I can't take you serious. You got a whole situation that you're trying to get out of and don't know how to get out of. So I don't even know. I look. I got witnesses. He said I ran into y'all, so he sure wasn't hiding. I don't hide. He after the he ran into us at the liquor store.
Mr. James.
Yes. He said
What's
I
up,
ran
bro?
into
How you
y'all.
doing, man?
Sure wasn't. I don't. I'm too. Look, I don't think I've ever hid. I've never been on that. I'm too grown to hide, sneak. I just yeah. I'm always on Front Street. As long as it's not a one-way street on the exclusive part, and this is my whole point. But that's why I asked, because I didn't want to be the only one. Like, okay, we just dating each other,
Right.
and
Yeah.
I'm dating all these other people.
You got to
Look,
be clear. A lot of times we don't be clear. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes we don't be clear. So it's good to be clear in all your endeavors, especially when you're dating.
I know exactly. I'm like, yeah, I can date you all. I just can't sleep with all of y'all. So
Right.
may the best
Well,
man
is that
win.
dating? Is that dating? I mean, you know, are we just friends? Then
Hey,
that's just
like I
you
said,
know, we're not dating. I mean, we ain't getting close to the, you know, to the bedroom, right? I mean, I'm
look,
just saying.
I'm not gonna say that they didn't want to, but
Oh,
my
of
statement was,
course.
my statement was, may the best man win.
Right.
So, and that doesn't mean who has the most money, who's spending
Right.
the most. That
True.
means who lays out their intention
Right.
first.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what happened. The intention was laid out. The intention was laid out to me months ago. I just been like, yeah, 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 whatever. So I was like, I don't know, something in me said, pay attention, hear this man out. Listen to what he's saying. You've been saying it for a long time, and you just been blowing it off. Okay, stop for a minute. Let's see if he about that life.
Right.
Look. I had a wonder. I have to admit, Mercy ran into me pre-screen night. I had a great weekend, and we hung out. But this past weekend, honey, I would have much rather be where I was this past weekend than the weekend before riding the Maserati. I'm gonna just say that.
I can see you glowing. I can see you glowing. I can see the happiness, and I'm
I'm
happy
having
for
a
you.
time, honey.
Go
I'm having a
ahead.
time. But y'all know you don't cut all your ropes. Just in case.
Really? You're gonna keep that black book. Just in case.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have a black book. They just flock to me.
All right now.
So I don't have to be going out there. I stay in the house for a reason, y'all. Cause see, I done got a little thick and it's a little dangerous out there for me.
See, you know what? Poor Maserati. Poor Maserati.
Oh my God. So
But you know what? It's the 9 months. It's the 3 months. I'm a 3 months type of person. Man,
yeah.
everything happen within 3 months. You'll know a person. You'll know
Yep.
everything. Even in business, when I'm doing business, and I tell my people when they come to me with these big old bright ideas, and people gonna invest, they gonna do. Let's see where it go in 90 days, man.
Yeah.
90
In
days
90
will
days.
tell it all. Everybody on their best behavior the first month and 2 weeks and everything. But let's see, you know what I'm saying, how everything goes in 90 days. You can't lose everything. And then 90 days you come, you know, then you got a damn fool, you know. So in business, that's one of my, and in life, I do the
Yeah.
90 day, bro, the 90 days. We're going to see how
The 90 day
everything is.
the 90-day rule. But see, okay, now to get to something even funnier. How about the lunatic?
Uh-oh.
Now, hey, y'all, brace yourself. It's always fun to talk about the lunatic because he been my content for a few months now, a year.
Yes,
so,
indeed.
so I haven't seen him in, I don't know, a couple of months. I haven't seen him, but this man still calls me every day. Remember, I told y'all he moved and didn't tell me where he moved, trying to be spiteful, like he was punishing me when you can't punish somebody that don't want to be with you anyway. But
Right.
he that goes in one ear and gets pushed back out. It don't even go out the other side. For some reason, he doesn't understand. Uh you really, really messed up, dude. I don't even want to be bothered. It's too exhausting. So I guess he's been noticing that because he calls me still that like I over the on the weekend I don't answer the phone anymore. Or I'll answer and be like, hey, I'll talk to you. I'm with my friend. And I think that kind of threw him off this past weekend because all of a sudden I got a phone call when I stepped out and left this man's home to run to the store. My phone rang. So I was like, okay, I'll answer. What's up? We need to talk about what I don't know. So now you think that we need to have a conversation about a relationship that you killed and I buried and I don't want to dig back up, and you're childish, you're immature, and you got an issue that I just can't get around.
And you
I
know
don't
what?
know.
To be happy, to be honest with you, I'm glad you moved on because they was running me hot. I mean, they was running me hot because I know how. Because we talk and how they was acting. And I'm like, really, really. But you know what I'm saying. So we've had a couple of 2-3 months we've talked about that dude right there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just I don't know what to say about dude. Dude's a trip. So I
And
guess he
this is
loved you, but he don't know how to
he does
treat you.
he doesn't know how to express love in a form where it's soft. I'm
Go
gonna say
ahead,
that.
Tony.
Yeah, you don't need a black book when you're the holder. Tell him one more time. I write
Write
my
your
own
own
story.
story. I
So,
know that's
so,
right.
so now he's been on this whole big kick talk about we need to talk, and I asked. He said it was Sunday when he called. He was like, we can talk today, tonight, or tomorrow. Well, from Friday through Monday, I was at that man house, so
Mm,
I ain't really trying to
talk.
talk to you. So I asked him today. He mentioned it today, and so I called him probably about an hour or so ago. I was like, "Hey, you ready to have a conversation?" This man said, "No, I want to have it face to face." And I said, "Well, if it's a conversation, I feel like we can have it right now." He said,
Right,
"No." I didn't even go any further because in my mind, I'm thinking we're never going to have that conversation
right, right.
because I'm not going to put you in a position so you can be in my face.
No, indeed. Especially, you know what I'm saying. You already know the character. You already know how he act and everything. No, we good. We can have this conversation over the phone. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
just for me to hear you say all of that,
Yeah,
and for my response to be, okay, I'm seeing someone. So I don't want to have that. You whatever you're gonna say, go ahead and say it. Because whether I was seeing somebody or not, the answer gonna be no. But I feel like you'll be more receptive of me telling you, okay, I literally moved on because somebody told you in your head, that little small pea brain of yours, that I wasn't going anywhere. I couldn't. I don't. That's what I'm saying. Insecurity. He's a narcissistic person, honey. You can't break what God made,
right, right.
and he
And you
he
destroyed
took
the
his
relationship
right.
from the
He
stuff
he
that.
he took his time with me. God took his time with me. He saw me
Mm-hmm.
here. That's why I say men ain't men behind me. He took his time with me.
Right.
So I'm just like, dude, we don't really have anything to talk about. It's a done data. You disrespectful. You're rude. You're inconsiderate. You lack compassion. You're immature, and you got a habit that I just can't get down with.
And what woman wants that? I mean, just what woman wants that? Bro. Sometimes it's just good to move on, cause obviously, you was more woman than he can handle, and
Cut your losses. That's all I can say. Chester froze on me, y'all. I don't know if Chester froze or if I froze.
you there.
Yeah.
Now you
Okay, you back.
froze.
Oh, because I was like, because I was still moving over here, but you was gone. I don't know. And then he hit me with the, I told you to come over here, and I kind of chuckled and said, I don't know where you live, and I don't want to know.
Don't know, don't want to know.
So I have run into some, and there are some insecure men out there, ladies. You might get you one, and you might love him. Just know that you're gonna have to use a little extra care and finesse when it comes to his emotions, because just like women get insecure,
Mm-hmm.
men do too. And just like we want those men to pour into us and to make sure that we are reassured, some men actually need that too. And it ain't got nothing to do with you. And I realize that what he needs has nothing to do with me. He has to resolve some issues on his own first
Right.
before he can be a better man to somebody. I just hope that he learned things dealing with me because I laid lessons out left and right, boo boo, left and right. I hope
Right.
he takes those to heart and he uses them to make his next relationship everything he wants it to be. That is unfortunately what I'm gonna have to tell him, but I'm okay with that at this point because I cared about him. But at this point, bro, you
I
did
know you
one
did.
too many. You did one too many things, and he was like, "Oh, you just need to let things go." And forgive me. I forgive you, but that does not mean I'm going to be with you.
Right.
It's not the same.
And you're
That's
doing
not how
good
it
to even
works.
speak with them. From some of the stuff that happens, you're doing good just to be able to speak with them. But some of the things, man, I
Right.
mean,
Some of the stupid stuff, the disrespectful stuff, the minimizing and dismissive and degrading things that he would say. That's why I'd be like, you ought to be glad I actually answer the phone for you. And
yeah,
because I'm people say that I'm mean all the time. I'm not mean. I'm just very direct. I
right,
have a very big heart, but I just don't mince my words at all.
right.
So, and I'll give you chance after chance after chance to get it right. But when those chances run out, that don't mean I got to be mad at you. Your
Yeah.
chances just ran out. And take it for what it's worth. Virgil, quit playing with me. No. And when we going to the buffet? No. Virgil, wait a minute. He was on Instagram, but he joined over here on and came to Facebook, I think. And yeah, and watched. I'm somebody else's. I cleared the board. I'm gonna see. Look, I'm gonna see what this man talking about. But then my other ex, Lord have mercy. When I tell you, Chester, we need to talk offline.
What the hell?
Hey, I've been telling y'all for the longest. It's the return of the ex. I have to do a show at least once a year called the Return of the Exes because
Uh,
my exes always try to come back. I got one right now. I'm like, dude. Don't you got a girlfriend?
uh.
You need to you need to work that out. I feel like it's not look, I don't have to tell the dudes you're married. You can't come back to me. You're married. It wasn't
Sometimes they
recently.
always be fishing. Hey, they'll just throw that line back out there again and see that to bring that hook back in. Just like Big and Small said, baby, give me one more chance.
But if
Give me
you got
one
a
more.
whole wife, there's the only chance I can give you is to not make me tell her. If
Oh
you got
boy.
a girlfriend, I
Uh-huh.
suggest you go back over there because I don't hide. You know what I
Right.
mean? I'm out in the open, and I will talk about you on this podcast. All right, somebody said, "Hey, Rara, Rara plays Biddy." If y'all missed Biddy's interview last week, this is who we were talking about.
The one
Me
that
and
was off the
Horace.
chain.
Yes, go watch Rara James interview. It was last week, so go back to last Tuesday. Just go to videos, you'll see it.
What's up,
Uh,
Rah?
you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
I gotta check that out.
Tony says the best advice I could give a woman dealing with an insecure man is to be secure in yourself and who you are. Give him love, but save some for yourself. You
Yep,
you can
I
only
agree.
get. I agree, but trust you me, it gets to a point where you can only give so much, and at that point, it's draining because maybe it was just him because I think he wanted me to be his boyfriend, and he wanted to be my girlfriend, and I'm the woman, and you're the man, bro. I
I
can't
see that a
switch
lot
that
out here.
role.
I see that a lot with dealing with dudes and working and doing horseshoeing and stuff like that. Man, it's so I'll be like, man, I don't even know how women deal with some of these dudes, whining and crying all the time. What you say?
Rara say what I'm missing. Well, Backstreet, Horace did his interview the first half of the show. Chester's always in on the first Tuesday of the month, and we had to pre-record Horace's
Can't.
interview. So Kane. So we played that at the first half of the show. So it was a little bit of Backstreet today, but the second half is all men. Amen.
That's right. You need to
All
tune
right.
in more, rah. Men ain't men.
No man, not off the chain.
I heard they said that she was off the chain. But I mean, I said, well, I heard just a little bit, and I kind of just picked it up. You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah,
Yeah, well,
you got to check her out.
Horace mentioned it in his interview that was shown at the beginning of the show that he had saw your interview and that you were off the chain. And I told him it was okay because your interview got attention and it was the most watched out of all the Backstreet interviews, and that we was gonna have you back and that this
What is
my
her
damn
character?
show.
What
She
is her
plays
character?
Biddy. She plays Biddy. She a gangster boo. Just know that.
Oh boy, okay, yes sir, gangster chick.
Yeah, she straight gangster. So It
Uh-huh.
was funny because she didn't realize she was live, and I'm like, "Yeah, the show started at 7." So when she got in the studio, we was on, and she was,
She
and
was
just
going
you know
in.
me, I wasn't finna stop her. You know
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
let her
like that
do it.
character already. I'm gonna like that character already.
Yes, yes, yes. But I'm with you with that. I'm so sick and tired of the whining and the complaining and the bitching and the
Oh,
moaning and I'm just like, it's sir. It,
please.
it is. But come on, so y'all,
Leave the crying and the and all that for the babies. You know.
yeah, because I don't know. So, uh, couple. Look, one dude is a bit insecure, and he's like, "I'm not letting you go. You don't have me first, so
The
you ain't got to
hell?
worry about letting me go."
Right.
I said because you're making enough ain't enough. Let's go ahead and keep it 100. I hate to
Okay.
say this, y'all. Y'all know I try not to be spazzed out on the whole money situation, but I realize that I have gotten myself accustomed to a particular lifestyle. And if you can't do for me what I normally do for me, what are we
Hello?
gonna do?
Nothing. It
I
costs
look.
money to have a woman. I'm just saying. It costs a woman and see, I'm the type of dude, I don't want nobody doing nothing for my woman. I got you, baby. And I'm not the type of hold that over your head and all that kind of stuff. But my girl, I got her 100%. I don't want no man buying her a bubble gum. Baby, I got you.
Exactly. So of course you do something for me, and then I got to go to somebody else to make it enough. I'm gonna tell
Yeah,
you.
right.
I had to make somebody else had to make it enough. So what you calling me for? Rah
Yeah.
rah. Tony says rah rah bitches about their life, and we ain't mad at it. I'm telling you, it was on point. It was good. It was good. I loved your interview, girl. It's okay. Everybody loved your interview. Everybody. So there you
That's
go.
why it's good to be an actor because you get a chance to Kane said, you get a chance to be someone else. That's what I loved about acting. I'm someone else that I'm not. That's not who I am. So when you're an actor, you get a chance. I mean, to be a rogue ninja to the left. Calm down, rah rah. How about he got a good heart? How about he got a good heart? A good heart don't mean nothing.
Well, I don't know if the heart gonna pay bills or provide or none of that. But
What about the
we would
song we used to
we
sing?
we would love for him to have a good heart. However, we don't want him to be a burden.
Don't need a man that's giving you money.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. Lies.
come on, let me show you just what you need, honey.
Lies. No, you're
Whatever
not on
happened
here
to rap?
singing this.
Didn't we hear
You
that in
need a
Ralph
man with some
Sampson song? And we
sensitivity.
all sung it.
Sensitivity. Yeah, we do. But see, Ralph had money.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got it. No, he don't. Didn't you see them bad deals? New edition.
He
New
don't
edition.
now. She say, "Hell over here, the heart can stop. I need deep pockets." Amen. Hallelujah.
I know
Praise him.
that's right, fellas. You got to get a job, man.
You got
You
to.
got to get a job. I'm just saying, you don't want nobody else how to do nothing for your woman. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be handle all of that,
Listen,
all of
Tony
that.
said too sensitive. Let that go. Y'all, the lunatic is super sensitive. But
Oh
what's
boy.
really he's super sensitive. He
Mm.
is super sensitive. And his pockets weren't deep, but I motivated and pushed him to
Okay,
where he got some pockets now. But I'm like,
you work with him.
look, this what you need to do. Go do it. He did it. Now, okay,
Okay,
what you need? I'm gonna help you do this, but I ain't spend no money, but I poured into him. So I gave him something that was even more valuable.
money.
He need
Right.
no money. He just needed to change his path
Uh
and
huh.
needed a course correction. But
Mm-hmm.
now he got beside himself. Now that he
Uh-uh.
you straight, and so you got beside yourself and you started acting a particular way, and
Right.
that particular way made me step around you. And so
Right.
now you didn't want me to know where you lived when you moved, and I told you not to tell me. So now it's why you ain't been over here, and I'm so delightful and happy to say I don't know where you live.
Uh. Yes, indeed. Wow.
What one man won't do or can't do another man with, and this is what I keep trying to explain to them, but that's okay because we was in the store with this man, right? I'm in the store
Uh
with this
huh.
this man that told me that we were going to date each other exclusively, and we had to
My
get paper plates. He cooked on Sunday. I just needed to make the mac and cheese. That's all he asked me to do. He wanted me to do nothing, but he cooked on Sunday, and we needed some paper plates. And the sweetest thing. I don't even know what to say about it, but not this. But we in the store and he grabs a 60 pack of Dixie. And I'm like, why are you getting a 60 pack? We in Dollar General. You better get them whatever it is in the 100 pack. They $3 and they less. The man told me it don't matter. He had plenty of money. I shot up.
No, that's right. Do you, baby? Do you?
Do you look? I shot right up, even though I was like, it's not cost effective, but noted.
Right.
But it's not like I didn't know that already, but it wasn't
Right.
about that. I mean, I just don't really date broke dudes.
Yeah.
And then that
Should you?
this no, I shouldn't. I shouldn't because I be
Who
wanting
should?
things. Broke females.
Okay.
They have a like they're like minded.
Right. Right.
They
Right.
they're
Right.
more relatable and
Yeah.
it's less conflict.
Yeah. True. Somebody ain't really got nothing going for themselves. They kind of he ain't got nothing going for himself, and she ain't got nothing. They kind of just put together. You know what I'm saying? I guess they go together. Because I couldn't date a woman that didn't have nothing going for herself. I'm
E- I-
just
e-
saying. They talking about
exactly.
a woman wouldn't date a man with a car. I couldn't date a woman with a car. She didn't especially a woman that don't want to work. You know what I'm saying? I come from a family that women worked because
Hmm.
they used to say, because ain't no ninja gonna be able to tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? I got my
She
own money.
she talking about Shay date your salary. I have said this. Look, I have tried to look. I try to be an equal opportunity dater.
Right,
And when I say equal opportunity, I hate to say it's not even really equal because I do require you to have certain things. But I don't
right,
necessarily require you to make as much money as I do, but you can make substantially less because then there's an imbalance. And men tend to feel some type of way when you make more money than they do. So I try not to even tell them. But then they get around me, they see how I live, they see the stuff that I do. It's they start to ask certain questions, and I'd be like, "That's not really important." I want the man that's not asking me how much money I make because I'm doing certain things. I want
right,
the man that's saying, "Babe, I'm gonna take you to do that again."
right. Hello, it's a difference. But some men they get intimidated by women that work and make money.
They do. And I can attest to that. I need your keys to go to the store, not store, but store. I know that's right. Right. That's my
Gangster
girl.
chick, you had it again.
That's my girl. She's speaking facts. I mean, I need
Right
your keys to go to the store, not store, but store.
to the stove.
I need your wallet too. But
Hello.
I just tend I don't know. It just is like, look, I can't be an equal opportunity dater, at least to a certain extent. But at this point, I don't even attract broke, so I'm good with that. But
Yeah,
the little lunatic, y'all, I'm gonna be on him in a couple of weeks telling y'all about how he flipped out.
you gonna drive that man crazy.
He
You
drove
gonna
himself
you gonna
crazy.
drive.
All he had to do was be a better man.
Yeah,
That's
but
all I ever asked. I
a lot
can't
of times they get
change.
the excuse. My daddy didn't have my daddy, and then sometimes the women will spoil them, and then you know what I'm saying. They
It's
don't know
both
how.
of those things. It's both
Yes,
of those things
I
for him.
already know.
You didn't
You
have
know
your
what I'm
daddy, and the
saying?
women that spoiled you. So the women that spoiled you to the point where you don't understand what you're supposed to do as a man, your role as a provider, as a protector. You don't
Yeah,
understand what that is. You're
yeah,
always screaming about. There's a reason why I did the episode about Ephesians chapter 5. He is the reason because he always wanted to tell me about what's in the Bible for Proverbs 31. And you can have that if you know how to be in Ephesians chapter 5.
right. Hello. Hey,
Uh,
and it's just more than just quoting them scriptures.
she's talking about I already took a picture of the card. You can keep the wallet. Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Rah rah. What?
Oh my God. Let me take this.
It's good she was in this movie. It's good that she was in Backstreet Takeover, right? You know what I'm saying? Good God Almighty.
See, I try a little bit. Look, there's one thing that I've learned. When a man give you money, cash anyway, if he hand you some cash and you go to the store, one thing I've always did is always bring the change back. I've always brought the change back. And a lot of men's like, oh, I'm not used to getting my change back. I'm like, so what am I supposed to do with it? So when you try to give it back, I like to keep it.
That's me. That's it.
Keep
She
it.
already know. I give her some money. If she going to the store, whatever cash, baby, that's yours. But then at the same time, fellas, you can't be throwing that up in her face. You know, I gave you some money and you ain't bring my change back and whatever. Really? You're dealing with a woman. I mean, you
Right.
spoke that mean they're just part of just, hey, baby, just keep that. It's all gravy, you know. But
But
you know,
I always bring the change
that's a
back,
good
no
woman
matter
though.
no
That'll
matter
bring the
how
change back.
little or how much, but it always gets me more in
Mm-hmm.
the end. I might make more money, but he make the money do more. No, that ain't the case for me.
Okay.
Look, you can't make money do more if you don't, if you making more money. I don't know what that means, Tony. I'm gonna leave that right there.
Well, I'm just saying, you couldn't deal with a man that you make more money than he does, and he's
I
taking
have.
in.
But what she's saying is I might make more money, but he make the money do more. I don't know how to read into that. So I'm just gonna
Yeah,
leave
so,
it.
what he taking your money and he making your money stretch, honey? And you need
What
to
he
be
doing?
clear.
What he doing? He flipping it? Well, that's why I'm just gonna leave it at
Okay, all
that.
right, okay, gotcha. Okay, cool. Okay, you know, we ain't trying to go to jail.
Oh, I'm gonna spend every dime. Ain't no
Rah
change. I'm gonna
rah.
go with the last 25 cents.
Damn.
That's my time.
I believe her character is real.
It
That
is.
one,
It
yeah.
is.
I'm seeing this character. This is a real character. She ain't acting. This
No,
character, she
she
just being herself.
she
Every
is being
dime,
herself. Every dime. But see, that's the
but that's
thing.
all right.
It's
But,
it's
but
hey, taking him change back and telling him to keep it is just like spending every dime. It's just that hey,
yeah,
it is. But listen here, look, Virgil talking about some she dating a drug dealer.
I'm with you on that one, Virgil.
he
Bro,
talking
I'm with
about
you on that one, man.
he talking about Tony.
Oh, you talking about Tony? The other one too, rah rah too. She said she's spending every dime.
Oh
I ain't
my
letting that
God.
break
He
nothing.
budgets, financially responsible, better investments, nothing illegal. Okay, so he's just better with money than you are.
Okay,
That's
that's what's up.
completely understandable.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
She
Hey,
needed
ain't
to
nothing wrong with
clarify
you.
because Virgil over here
No,
talking about look, she say, no, sir. She does
no,
not date a
sir.
drug dealer.
There's an exclamation mark behind it too. She let us know that she real about that.
She meant that. No,
Yes,
sir. Rah
indeed.
is dying. Oh my God. This is funny. I'm sorry. That was funny. But yeah, I can respect that because if he's financially smarter,
Yeah.
but then I want you to make it make sense. How is he financially smarter if he hasn't figured out how to make more money than you?
Well, he might be better in that area. How about that? He might just be better in that area. He could take that money and just, you know, he might be better in that era, you know.
If you paying the same bills with the money that he gonna pay with the money, what is he doing?
Well, maybe at that time she might needed a financial advisor because that's what it
Well,
sounds like.
maybe it sounds like to me he controlling your money.
There you go, overthinking. There you go. I ain't like the way she controlling your money. That sounds like you about ready to.
No, baby, no, 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 no. Tony say I had a better job. Me too. I didn't have better jobs, but ain't nobody finna do nothing with my money that I don't know being done, and I'm not finna pass it over to you to do. You ain't even have access to that. You're always supposed to have your own money to the side, like the old people say.
Yeah, you better believe that because
He,
you
he
never
a,
know.
she talking about he a FB what?
Facebook.
She talking about brothers. You not y'all two get on.
Virgil is a trip. He heading to a prison.
Tony's situation worked out for her. Okay, don't worry about it. I'm just
That's
saying,
right.
I have not been put into that safe of a space. And I said exactly what I meant. I have not been put into that safe of a space to where I would freely do that, not have anything to worry about, and be completely protected and taken care of. So
Hmm.
kudos to you, sis. I ain't mad at it. See, y'all, we gonna joke and laugh about it, but I'm gonna get to the bottom of it and just let y'all
Yeah,
know what it is. I
right.
haven't been I haven't been put in that safe space. What? What she say? Not Facebook, sir. FBO. I said it. FBI. I saw them eyes, Fred. I saw them eyes. She said we're married. It's our money, and yes, it works for us. Nothing hidden. Exactly. So there you go. See, I ain't got no husband no more.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm hiding everything.
Okay. Well, you well, you ain't even really got to hide. You just ain't showing. You ain't showing and telling. I mean, I'm just saying,
There
show and
you
tell
go.
for what? But I had an uncle. He controlled everything, and they used to just drive me. I mean, she couldn't even spend 25 cents, and it was her
Mm-hmm.
money. He
Yep.
wanted to know everything, every dollar. And that used to just drive me crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then that would send my mama to cussing. She said, I wouldn't tell that nigga nothing. And what? I'm telling
Not
him,
a
boy, you
damn
pull
thing.
that gun, you know. I had to shoot
so
him up.
So some women have been given a space where they feel safe. And fellas, listen up. That's what I'm talking about when I say a safe space. You have to make a woman feel safe, and we will relinquish things that
Secure.
we normally just hold on to very tight. Rah say, oh hell no, he's talking about that 25 cents. That would drive me crazy too. Nothing. He ain't getting access to nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. It's called
Wait
security.
a minute, VP. I got. I
Go
don't
ahead.
know. Listen, sir. I don't do any illegal activities. You must be forgot. I got a whole legal medical marijuana card. What you talking about? And
Yeah.
I ain't fronting you nothing. I can only get so much every 30 days, and I need all of mine.
All of it. So you ain't getting nobody nothing. Ain't going in. Wasn't that a
Nathan.
trip when you first got the marijuana, medical marijuana card? Everybody was like, hey man, go get me some. And then when
I'm
at
not
first I
going
was
to
doing
get
it.
you.
And I went in there, they said, man, you at your limit. I said, wait a minute.
Exactly. You
You
got a
know,
limit. See, you didn't got happy. Didn't even read the rules.
yeah. I mean, I was just just going in shopping like I'm in the Publix, Ohio's
No,
Publix.
you no. You got a set amount that you can get in
Yeah,
a 30-day period. And once you hit that limit,
yeah.
that's it.
I learned that the first month, and after that, done, son.
Oh, honey, I knew that out of the gate. And somebody talking about, oh, you go get me? I need all my
Mm-mm.
space because I need all
Right.
my space. What I will get you, I get you some gummies.
Uh-huh.
I get you a vape pen. I get you some anything except
Right.
that.
The
It's
least.
gonna do it's gonna do the same thing. But
Right.
yeah, I'm not finna dispose of my ounces that I'm
Yeah.
allotted in my
No, that.
time period. You can forget it. It's not happening. All right, she says, I'm only submissive because I feel bad from time to time. I'm a big cap alpha and omega and don't play with her. Listen, I'm submissive. There's only one place I'm ever submissive,
Uh-huh.
and that's in
Gotcha.
the bed, and that's in the bedroom.
Right.
I
Other than
mean,
that,
other than that, I don't care about none of that. I don't want to hear it. Don't bother me. Don't get on my nerves. I ain't gonna even. I mean, if you say the wrong thing, then it's not happening. But I don't mind being asked to do something, and I'll
yeah.
do it. But what you
But
can't do is
no,
tell me to do nothing.
right.
You
Yep.
can you need it done now. Well, let me tell you how much that charge gonna cost because I don't know who you talking to,
Right.
but 100%. But oh, I was submissive all weekend though, and I was a little shocked by it.
Shut your mouth.
I
Well,
said,
that's
"Girl,
because you're in a safe place, as you just said. You was in a
safe
safe
space."
place. And that's what happened when a woman is in a safe place. Then she'll be submissive. And then, but with that conversation, dude, sometimes you just can't say nothing, fella. Sometimes your mouth can mess things up. So a lot of times I keep my mouth shut. Because I've learned what I'm thinking better not come out of my mouth, especially to a strong black woman and an independent black woman. You just can't gonna be able to say what you want to say. You know what I'm saying? I be thinking it, but guess what? I mean, I ain't coming out of my
Look,
lips.
y'all talking about I'm glowing. I don't even have the light on in front of me.
I told her she was glowing. Yeah, she got a new man. And she loves saying it. And he got a Maserati. That just
Well,
reminds me of Marvin's
well,
Day.
the Maserati isn't my new man.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. I guess I must not been listening.
You missed that part.
Okay then. Oh,
Uh,
okay. Now I'm a little slow, but I'm working. I can smack you.
VP,
Andrew, what's up,
dog.
bro?
I'm finna text. I'm
Andrew
finna
ain't
text your
playing no
phone
game.
version. I'm finna text your phone and cuss you out, Virgil. Quit playing. And when is we you know what you want to let me tell you what to type. When we taking our fat behind to the buffet. That's all I want to know, dog. That's
Yeah,
it. All right, so nope, not even there. I got it bad, but I'm a good woman. I just don't listen for it's okay. You probably are more submissive than you think. A lot of people be like, no, I go against the grain. Because there are times, I'm like, no, 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 but yeah, I'm not. Men tell me all the time that I'm not submissive, and I always say, if I'm put in the right situation, I'm very submissive.
right. Yeah.
You married him, you're submissive.
If you treat it right,
Yeah, you don't need. I don't need the light. It's on now. The light that is. Hell no. If you don't want to get shot,
what
bid
the
it,
oh, rah.
bid it. Look, I took the show over 15 minutes because I can.
Yeah.
Cause I can. And me and Chester, he wasn't here last month. I don't know if he was here in April
It
because I
feel
don't
like it's been
remember.
2-3 months, don't it?
It probably
'Cause I wound
has.
up going. I was out of town, and I don't think one time I wasn't feeling well or whatever. But it's always an honor and a pleasure to come on your show. I was just able to just let my hair down, and we just talk about whatever's up under the sun. And it's always something about one of your dudes, you know, especially Cray Cray.
And it's gotten to the point where I feel sorry for him because I'd be like, dude, if you would have just took heed that the information that I was pouring into you wasn't to hurt you, it was to help you, not just with me, anybody that is after me. And I think the reality is starting to set in is that okay, yeah, I moved. I'm gonna punish her. I'm not gonna tell her where I live. And now
Really?
she don't even want to know because he didn't try to tell me a couple of times and I was like, no, thank you. I don't need to know. I don't want to know. Because you messed up when you put me out that car at Publix.
Yeah, man, for sure. And
And
I
then
was in your ear on that one. I
ain't
was
nobody
dead.
have to hey,
I didn't
ain't
like
nobody
that
have
one
to
at
be
all.
ain't
That's
nobody
crazy.
have to be in my ear on that one because I was like,
Right.
you're not a protector, you're not a
Right.
provider, and you can't possibly say that you're professing your feelings for me. But
Yeah.
honey, that's when you hung yourself. And I told him that's when you hung yourself with me. You can't expect anything serious from me. Anything from me after this point is me using you. And if you want to be used and you're
Yeah.
okay with that, I'm good. But then you went and messed that up. The
Damn.
one thing I could use you for, you
Right.
went and messed that up. And now it ain't no good no more. So I don't
Right.
even want it. So I had look, it was only fair that you get sidestep.
What
I don't
up?
have a Maserati. I got a Mazda Adi. Okay, Virgil. Hey, Richard. You put me out. I'm calling Tyrone. Honey, he thought he had hurt somebody's feelings like he had done stranded me somewhere. Boy, I'm finna call somebody to pick me up. Better yet, let me get the Uber to drive
Right.
me all the way to Citra. It's okay. And now you wonder why I don't come around. I'm not coming. For what? You
Yeah.
calling me and I'm at somebody else's house. I'm not answering your phone calls. So now all of a sudden, I should have came over so we could talk. I don't know where you live. I don't really have anything to say, and I don't want to hear what you got to say. I don't even know why I continue to waste my time because I wanted you to be better. If you didn't want to be better for yourself, ain't nothing I can do. So you hollering, this who I am, and I'm not changing for nobody. And I was like, you right. You ain't
Mm-hmm.
got to change for nobody, but you
Right.
got to understand that people don't have to deal with you.
Exactly. Exactly. With
Yeah.
that type of attitude,
You so sexy. If I didn't want to be in the car with you, I'd get out my own car before I put you out. Virgil, when you're dealing with a man who is way more sensitive than a woman, and I really feel like he just likes to screw women, but he really need him a boyfriend.
right?
It's sad that you would rather die for your homie, but you treat your girl like shit and
I
think
hear that
she's
a
still
lot
finna
with
be there.
dudes that say, "Shit, a woman can't get enough from me, but my homeboy can get my last." That's a punk. That's a punk. I mean, man, you a flaming fairy. I'm not getting no Negro nothing. Them dudes tell man, you know what I'm saying? My homeboy, we cool, but guess what? I'm gonna give a woman something quicker than I'm gonna give a man. What the
What is
hell?
Chester? What is?
I be hearing those conversations. I'm looking at him like he's a punk. Nigga, what? Give a dude something
Exactly.
before you give a woman? Man, you
Oh
got me
my
messed
God.
up. That
Dang,
man.
girl. Look, he's a, yeah. Just say he a punk.
Oh, you're a punk.
Look, LBG plus T or whatever y'all is, don't take it personal here.
Yeah, man.
We just old school, but please don't come on my platform because I'm gonna read you for dear Phil. Anyway, let's put him over. We believe what we want to believe over here.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, that's why I used to tell him like I think I've said to him, I don't know how many times, I'm not your boyfriend.
Right.
I'm not your boyfriend.
And that'd be so insulting to me. That'll hit me in the heart so bad when a woman tell me that she ain't my boyfriend. That automatically just let me know my girl think that I'm acting like a woman. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that would hit me in my heart. So I couldn't take that.
Tony so got that. Tony, listen, y'all is making Tony say if he that sensitive, he might already have a boyfriend. That might be where it was headed when he put you out.
That's a good one, Tony. Might have been. You know what I'm saying? There's a hustle up in here. All this woman in here. I'm gonna put a man up in this car. You know.
Look,
Jeez.
just to call me and tell me I owe him an apology for verbally defending myself against his verbal onslaught of disrespect. See, this is where you go wrong with me. Talking to me crazy is automatically I'm matching that energy times 10. I know exactly what I said, but I'm gonna tell y'all it took me a little while because he made me so mad I blacked out and I just went off. And he just I don't know. I guess he thought I was supposed to just take him. And that's why I don't understand, dude. I've always cursed you out for talking to me crazy, but that time I was just like, it's whatever.
You lost.
It's whatever. You getting it because you deserve it, because you disrespectful and somebody didn't raise you properly. And so since you didn't learn it as a kid how to be respectful, then I'm going to disrespect you in the same manner that you disrespected me, but I'm going to stick you with this. I'm going to jab you 400 times while I'm doing it. Oh, I got this voicemail talking about, I probably still got it, y'all. I should go find it, but I should apologize to him because why? Because I had to defend myself from you. As fellas, as a man, it is your job to protect. And sometimes that protection means you need to protect us from you yourself.
Right. Yeah. True that.
And she said that's a narcissist's main way, but they can dish it out, but they can't take it. I just said that earlier. He's a narcissist.
Can't take it.
My disclaimer, I don't have nothing against no punks, but I don't ever plan to get a prostate checkup. Check it in the blood test, homie. So BP, go to bed. Go stand in the corner right now. Just go. Just go. Just go. Right. So I don't know. You know, and I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I dealt with him purely for content. It got to a point where it was just so I can come on here and tell y'all what to watch out for and behaviors because that dude is wild. And like right now, he's miserable simply because I ain't there and I ain't coming. He's miserable because he thought doing all of that, having all these emotional outbursts, thinking that he's punishing a grown woman that he does not take care of nor live in the same house with, did not actually have anything to do with my birth. Dude, you can't punish nobody because I ain't your child. He does not understand what a woman is to a man. He automatically thinks that women, he puts them in servitude.
Wow.
He puts them in servitude. It's like they are supposed to be always performing a service. And I'd be like, yeah, but what service are you performing? You're supposed to cook, you're supposed to clean, but you're supposed to provide and protect and profess. And you ain't doing none of that.
It's a teamwork. And see, sometimes people don't understand relationship. It is a teamwork. You know what I'm saying? Because she shouldn't have to always cook. Like with me, sometimes I wash my own clothes. Then I have a woman. And then if we washing and drying, I fold the clothes. We make her life easier because like I'm self-employed. Sometimes I get home a lot earlier and I'm a type of person. I'm finna wash every 2 days. Every 2 days, I cannot stand my clothes not clean. So I'm washing, but I'm washing hers at the same time. And I don't mind folding them. But Even like today, I came home and cooked. She was still working. I wanted me some fried chicken wing and some greens. I went on cook. By the time she got out work, the food was already ready. But she had, it's a teamwork. We working this thing together because at the end of the day, I want us both to chill out and relax.
Right.
It ain't just that
Virgil.
she got to do. She got her own special job. No, we in this thing together. And get what?
Virgil
It just
talking
makes
about.
nothing better when I do it like that.
Virgil talking about, you sure you still don't like him? You talk about him a lot. You might love him. I don't like him as a person. I got love for him. I do. But as a person, I don't like him.
His
I mean,
actions. See, like you said, you like him as a person. That's what some people are. They be like, man, don't nobody care about me. Yeah, I care about you, but I do
I
not
just
like
does
your
not like you.
actions. I don't like the way you are, but I still like you as a person, but I don't like the way
I can love
you.
you. I can love you from over here.
Yeah, from a distance.
I can love you from over here. I don't have to be up close and personal. I want you to be okay. I
Yeah,
want you to be happy, but I
right,
need for you to do all of that without me.
right.
You say, well, his love language is Facebook. Well, damn, you cooking. Somebody got to cook, baby. Somebody got to cook.
Hey,
And they said,
but
you
see, I
said a
cook for a
mouthful is
living.
teamwork. Yeah, he does. He cooks for
I
a
have a
living.
barbecue business. I'm
He
a
has
cook,
a
so this is what I do. I love cooking. It don't take me long either. I go and get in there and get that done, go and get it together. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I do. Not saying that all men have to do that, but I'm just saying some things to make her life easier.
yeah. See,
Easy.
I didn't this weekend. I didn't do any. Okay, I had to bake cakes for the welcome home party for my cousin Trey, but that had nothing to do with the man. But the whole time that I was with him, I didn't have to cook. He cooked, and except
Sweet.
on Sunday, um, I made the mac and cheese because he really doesn't know how to make mac and cheese. And I was like, I don't make mac and cheese like your sister made mac and cheese because I don't be needing all that extra stuff in my mac and cheese. But I'm gonna make it do what it do with what you got. Made the mac and cheese, came out great. Um, and so, but he got up and made me breakfast Sunday morning. I made breakfast Monday morning because he went out to cut his grass. But I was like, babe, I'm about to make some breakfast. You want some? I'm keeping it light. I'm just making some eggs and some bacon. What do you want? And he was like, I'll take that. But I made him some toast. He didn't want no grits. But he made me breakfast Sunday morning. He fed me.
Sweet.
He so and I was like, let me help. He was like, I don't want you to do anything except relax. All right, we got to go back for clarification. His love language is FB, just so y'all know what it means.
Yes, sweet.
I'll take it. I'll take that for $1, ma'am. So yeah, it's just okay. Barbecue business. I have a. He talking about I got a food truck for sale. VP, get off my life. You got nothing wrong with the man cooking and dining, doing laundry. My husband was raised in Citra, baby. Those pots be singing over here. And that's the thing, y'all. I love to cook. I made oxtails and smother some oxtails, some green beans, and some mashed potatoes, and I made some rice because my grandbaby like rice. But I cooked that today, so I gets it in. But at the same time, I'm completely okay with a man telling me, "Sit down, baby, relax, let me do it." Because honey, cater to me. Today is my
Hey,
day. I
right.
was okay with it, and it was good too. It was
That's what's
good.
up.
It was good. When we sat down and we ate dinner, mind you, I was like, "All right, babe, pass me a paper plate." You're not eating off of a paper plate. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Because he didn't ask me, but okay. I got OCD, just in case anybody didn't know that. So if there's a mess and I'm in your house long enough, I'm going to clean it up. He's a messy cooker. And I'm just like, oh no. I was like, I apologize so many times. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I gotta clean this up. I'm sorry, but I gotta clean this up. Until it got to the point I was like, all right, you cooked, I'm cleaning the kitchen. I want you to
Sweet.
just sit down and relax. So today when I talked to him, he's like, I gotta go clean the kitchen up. I don't know how it got that junky. And I'm like, I left you spotless. I left you spotless. He's a beautiful home. He hasn't lived in it that long. He built it from the ground up. It's very nice. And hey, I got OCD, so I was like, I need to clean the toilet, the bathroom. Like I wasn't that it was messy, it just wasn't clean enough for me. But when I
Right.
left, it was spotless. But back speaking of that, the lunatic tried to make me cook and clean up, and I refused. I would not. Not doing nothing, none of that. For
The
real,
name of
brand
the
new,
game
fully
is
loaded.
the,
Virgil trying to sell you a freaking food truck.
hit me up eventually. For real, brand new, fully loaded. Hit me up. If interested. All right. Okay. Sounds good though.
Okay, ain't no cooking here. It's Palace. It is Palace. You better cook or order out.
Right.
I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, it don't work for everybody.
It don't work for everybody. Everybody's situation has to be accommodated on according to them.
Yeah.
Y'all, it is 8:30. I'd have been on here an hour and a half, but I wanted to make sure that I give enough time to Horace's 20 minutes for his interview. And so me and Chester can talk about whatever we want to talk about.
Can I say one more thing?
Sure.
Fellas, make it where it's so hard for any dude to get your woman. I mean, you got to cover all them bases, man. I mean, I'm covering every basis because I'm like, I'm trying. You know what I'm saying, to make it be like, nah, my man already do that. And men, when women is not like men, men might kind of wonder off a woman if he's covering all his bases. She said, "No, I'm not finna mess up my hand for whatever." You know what I'm saying? So you have to
Yep.
make it hard. I make it hard for a dude to get my girl. You know what I'm saying? And I was raised with 7 sisters, so that was one of the reasons I was kind of like I am, because I was raised with women. I already know the game. You know what I'm saying? You got to make it hard, because guess what? Every time your woman leave the house, it's a dude that's out of. Please believe me.
Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you, girl. I'll be in touch because I gotta schedule our live for your shop. All right, y'all.
All
Me
right,
and
we
Chester
out.
done been on here. We done been on here doing what we want to do, but y'all know if I let the show go on, it's because
Mm-hmm.
I can. Y'all gonna call the boss and tell her? Okay, do that. I'll answer. As always, my friend, it is an absolute joy and an absolute pleasure to always have you join me in the studio. Um,
Likewise.
yeah, you'll see me in July. Hey, Enrique, J Bossy, and Dr. Lat. So the next time that Chester will be back with us will be July the 1st, y'all. The,
Okay.
the first of the month is on a Tuesday. So that's when Chester will be back. By then, y'all, we done got all of the Backstreet Takeover interviews done. I'm gonna be done had I gotta go to California for a week. I'm gonna be done had plenty of time. I want to get on here and be like, my man, my man, my man. I said, well, I'm gone, gone. Well, gone then.
Rah rah.
She's so silly. I said, well, I'm gone, gone. Bye, rah, rah. I don't know if that means she's leaving or if she just gone. I don't know. But it's always a pleasure to have you in the building.
Likewise.
We're gonna talk about some other stuff on the backside. You know
Yeah.
what? I need to call somebody, and I just thought about it because they ain't called me back, and I'm gonna catch them before 9. They don't understand my hustle. They don't understand my grind. It's nonstop. It's 24 hours a day. If I'm up, I'm grinding.
That's what's up. And I
Thanks, Chess, for
appreciate
coming.
you.
That's Chester Moore, Prince of the South from Peace on the Streets Radio.
Yeah, yay. And I thank you for allowing me to be here. I appreciate your audience. You guys are amazing. And I can't wait for July the 1st, so we get back out of here and running our mouth again.
I'll see you later, friend.
Peace on the streets, my friend.
And there you have it. We're headed to Cali on the 17th. Safe travels to you. I am going on the 16th, and I have to go train some folks. I gotta go to work. But I'm going to San Diego, right outside of San Diego. That's our episode tonight. I'll see y'all next Tuesday at 7 p.m. where there will be a guest host, Shawnee, from the Living My Truth with Shawnee podcast. She's going to come over and guest host, and I will be your special guest for my Backstreet Takeover interview, and that's where we're going to wrap them up. I'm going to reach out to the Backstreet cast to see if there's anybody else that wants to come in and do an interview, because at that point, um, Backstreet should be out. Y'all can watch it on Amazon, Tubi, and it's a whole nother list, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna go get the list. Rara said I'm gone. If my man had to do everything to keep another man from taking me, I said I'm gone. You're right. If he got it, well, he should be doing what he should be doing anyway. So if he's doing the wrong thing, I ain't worried about it. Y'all, if y'all could see some of the stuff that's in my phone, I'm about to tell y'all. I don't know who sent this to me. I don't know if Cole sent it or if T sent it. Hold on. I think T sent it because I don't have it anymore. Tubi and Amazon Prime They sent me a whole big list, y'all, and I don't know what I did with it. Hold on. Ah, Black Gold Media, Stash, Black Stories on YouTube, Fubu TV, AVOD, Popsy on Plex, Anuki, Cluster TV, African Diaspora Network, Stash TV, Black Stories, Fast, Future Today, Cineverse, the Roku channel, OTT Studio, Tubi, and Amazon Prime Video. You can go watch the first season of Backstreet. It's out now. Season 2 is coming to you soon. Thank y'all so much again for joining me tonight. It has been my absolute pleasure bringing y'all the Backstreet Takeover interview with Horace Tidwell, who plays the character Kane. And it's the first Tuesday of the month when me and Testa Moore, Prince of the South from Peace on the Streets, always has a good time. So, y'all know what I always say. Be good or be good at it, but don't get caught. Love and light. I'm out.